Why is magic all secretive and esoteric? One reason is that tyrannical rulers for many centuries desperately fought tooth and nail to conceal the language of magic from peasants like us. Many people view the occult as inherently evil due to the influence tyrannical institutions still have. Stay away from the occult, children, or you may find that the God of the Bible took shits just like you. A magician is someone who consciously harnesses the forces of the universe to bend reality to their will. This requires good communication. We are communicating with the quantum field, the net of energy that is overlaid onto and within our 3D material experience. We communicate with people using language, both verbal and nonverbal. The same is true for communication with the quantum field. Magic is a language. And for those of you more math-minded people, magic is a formula. In this video, we explore the origins of magic, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, and how we practice magic in the modern age. The earliest people groups were much more in tune with the quantum field than we are now. The ancient Egyptians called it the net, and the ancient Egyptians knew how to communicate with the net. This is represented in their architecture and stories. No finite scientific method can explain how the pyramids were built, but when we examine esoteric teachings and we look at the spiritual tools, traditions, and practices of the ancient Egyptians, it becomes evident that these were a people who understood how to manipulate the quantum realm to manifest earthly results. This metaphysical language, formula, magic, goes back, however, much further than ancient Egypt. Evidence of human culture starts in Mesopotamia around 5000 BC. Pottery tablets and statues indicate that magic was deeply ingrained in the religion and society of the very first recorded civilization. I'm not saying Sumer was the first. We will go down many rabbit holes in future videos about potential extraterrestrial beings and what was going on before the Sumerians, but since it is currently generally agreed upon that Sumer is the cradle of civilization, we'll start here. Also in Mesopotamia, we see more evidence of spiritual practice as time progresses from the pre-dynastic Sumerians to the first Sumerian dynasty of Ur, the Akkadians, the Old Babylonians, the Hittites, the Kassites, and the Assyrians. The rulers, kings, and hierophants of these early civilizations practiced rituals that connected them to the elemental, astral, and higher spiritual realms, enabling these early humans to communicate with the gods and harness their power. They developed intricate systems of divination and incantations, leaving behind clay tablets and ancient texts. Centuries later, magic found a new chapter in the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, the legendary figure credited with Hermetic Wisdom. Hermes Trismegistus traveled to many lands and had many names. Naming a few, to the Greeks he was the god Hermes, to the Egyptians he was Thoth, or more properly translated, Jehaude or Jehude. In South America, he was Quetzalcoatl, and they called him the Feathered Serpent. The teachings of this master figure emphasized the unity of all things, the power of the mind, and the importance of spiritual enlightenment. The Hermetic teachings and the 7 Hermetic principles of the Kabbalion are the foundation of alchemy, astrology, and ceremonial magic. Here comes a Nova for an attention reset. Like and comment if you want to make the algorithm angels happy, and subscribe if you're into this sort of thing. One notable point I would like to draw attention to: the Mesopotamian cultures viewed humans and gods as separate. Communication with divinity was not possible without worship and sacrifice, whereas the Hermetic tradition, while expressing reverence for gods and masters, ultimately taught that we humans are manifestations of divinity itself, and that the all, the highest of divine spirits, is best described as infinite living mind. In the following years, the current of magic ebbed and flowed. Traditions were passed on, but tyrants and fearmongers were burning books and trying to destroy any source of public information on the subject. People were persecuted, tortured, and burned for practicing magic. We'll go into this further in future videos. But we owe a great deal of gratitude and reverence for those who bravely spoke and practiced their truth, back when it was even more dangerous to do so. Later, during the Renaissance era, we see a revival of interest in Hermeticism, which led to the formation of secret societies, including the illustrious Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn in the late 19th century. This mysterious group made it their mission to explore the depths of magic, combining ceremonial rituals, divination, and esoteric knowledge to unlock hidden universal truths. They drew information and inspiration from many ancient sources, both Western and Eastern traditions. They practiced magic obsessively, exploring what worked and what didn't. The Golden Dawn was founded by Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers, William Robert Woodman, and William Wynne Westcott. The infamous Aleister Crowley later became a notable member. The order was only operational for 16 years. Political drama from within led to its dissolution. It's my opinion that all systems based on Masonic hierarchy will eventually grow toxic and crumble. I love good spiritual community, but our chosen communities are meant to remind us that we are the captain of our own ship. Others participate in our journey, but at the end of the day, God always speaks to us in our own voice. Operating within a human-made hierarchical framework where a person decides whether or not you can advance to new levels of knowledge, I think that's very disempowering. We must be open to everything, yet attached to nothing. Receive the information given to you, but don't accept it as reality until you've thought it through and know it to be true from your own experience. Don't accept what I say as reality either, because I'm human, and the God frequency flowing through me needs to travel through my ego and mouth before reaching your ears. I hope that by speaking my truth, it invokes the courage within you to speak yours. Disagree, ask tough questions. That being said, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn was dissolved, but a wonderful rebel by the name of Israel Regardie published an original account of the teachings, rites, and ceremony of the order. The book is titled The Golden Dawn. I have an Amazon link in the pinned comment below. If you'd like to learn more about magic and support Mage Space at the same time, purchasing books you were already planning on reading is a wonderful way to do that. I will say, The Golden Dawn is a bit of a hard read, mainly because it's written in a lot of magic code that won't make sense to people who are new to esoteric symbols and axioms. Although I'm no advocate of Masonic hierarchies, there is value in making more advanced practices difficult to understand without first learning the fundamentals. Magic works whether you're a psychopath or a saint. The fundamentals of magic were designed to put our souls on an enlightenment trajectory, so our power to manifest, say, material wealth doesn't outgrow our capacity to maintain and appreciate material wealth. Furthermore, if our hearts aren't in the right place and we start casting all these powerful manifestation spells, we'll get what we wish for, but we will likely also get a host of things we didn't wish for. We can hurt ourselves and others. Many people run from spirituality and go back to religion, all because they undertook an occult practice they didn't fully understand. Golden Dawn magic is a combination of several different traditions and practices. There's no loyalty to one path, and that's why I like it. It's a collection of some of the best and most powerful practices from various paths. If you'd like to begin and learn magic, I have a playlist of guided ceremonies to help you get started. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations on the mysteries that shape our world.